Good evening. Welcome back to another episode of So let's kick it off with music. I have a new song out. It's this one right here. It's called Whispers in the Wind, and I'm really happy with it. It's actually up this time. I basically went and took it down and re-uploaded it, and it worked. So go give it a listen if you like country, folk, if you like Big Thief, Adrian Lenker, anything along that sort of vibe. You should like this. I'm very happy with it, and I've had some good feedback already, so go listen. In music, I've also been working on another soundtrack as well. So I have another trip coming up. I've told you this. I'll spoil it a little bit. It's a cheapest flights challenge. That's exclusive to this video, only you guys know. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be tiring. But yeah, I've been doing a soundtrack for it, and I've also been doing some motion graphics for it. So this one I want to make a bit more of like a typical like YouTube video than what I did for Copenhagen, because it's a challenge of sorts. So here's a little snippet of one of my motion graphics. I'm very happy with it. I didn't use any templates or follow any tutorials. I did it all myself. So very, very, very happy with how it's turned out. I'm not going to give you any more locations. You can know I'm going to Dublin. That's obviously one of the cheapest flights out of Scotland. But yeah, moving on to design fully. I've been revisiting an old client project. So do you remember Driversity? I mentioned them like 4 or 5 weeks ago. They didn't like the logo. I designed the cool sort of LD infinity symbol thing. They didn't like it. Well, they liked it, but they didn't think it suited them. So I gave them a few more options that'll be dotted around the screen, and they liked these two in particular. I don't know what one they're going with, but there's an update for you. I've also finished Secret 7 this week, so I've been having lots of fun with that. I've been staining paper, I've been going in my garden, I've been burning it, looking like a right criminal, and absolutely reeking of smoke when I've come back in. But it's been good, and I ended up with something that I'm really happy with. It's an actual physical one I've submitted this year as well. So I went and posted it, and I'm so excited to hear back. I hope I win. I put way more effort into this year's one than I did last year, so if any of them deserve to win, it's this one. But yeah, we'll find out. I took a photo just in case I never see it again. And then finally this week, I've picked a D&A debrief. I've done it. After 4 weeks of delaying, I've actually picked one. So I'm gonna go with the Depop brief, which is basically to just bring eyes back onto Depop and make them popular. But I've got a cool idea for it. I want to do some sort of digitized fashion show with like an AR integration where you can like sort of model Depop clothing. I don't quite know how it's going to work yet. I've only started this week and I'm in the research stages, so obviously I've not got a very fleshed out concept, but that's the broad idea. And that's about it. No, that's about it. Now, because I'm on my trip, I go on my trip on Sunday, so I will be away next Wednesday, which means there won't be one of these next week. I don't have the time. And I don't really know if I can be bothered spending my holiday recording this, you know? So I'll be back here in 2 weeks. I'll do a reel. I'll put a reel up showing you what I'm up to. But yeah, I think that's about it. I'm gonna go to my bed. I hope you all have a good sleep. I'll see you in 2 weeks' time. Bye-bye.